In the last video, Rebecca and I took the 235 on an anniversary weekend getaway to Lewisburg, West Virginia and Hot Springs, Virginia. Today, we're heading home and dodging clouds on our way. Come along.
Lewisburg tower information, Gulf time 16512, wind 300 at 6, visibility 10, sky conditions sky 4,300, temperature 18, 2.5, altimeter 3018, visual approach to News Lang runway 22, east coast for birds and wildlife activity in the vicinity of the airport, Lewisburg tower, you have information, go.
Alright, I'll taxi up here, we got a little ways to go to runway 22. To depart Lewisburg. We're going to fly over Hot Springs Airport, which was pretty cool. The Lewisburg VOR is actually on the airport property here, which is kind of cool. It's up here in the corner.
Cherokee 15152, Lewisburg tower, runway 22, clear for takeoff, we'll left hand turn to the east.
Our ailerons are into the wind. Airspeed's alive, engine's green. Goodbye, Lewisburg. Thanks for everything. Our Cherokee 152 is clear of the Delta, and we appreciate all your help this weekend.
Cherokee 152, roger for exchange approved. You have a good week.
Change approved, and you do the same, 152. Alright, left to 073 now to go to Hot Springs. Washington Center, Cherokee 15152 with a VFR request.
November 15152, go ahead.
15152 is a P-28 Bravo slant Golf. We're about 17 miles east Lewisburg Airport. Like flight following to 4 Golf 7 at 9,500.
All right, November 15152, squawk code 3677.
3677 for 152. All right, we're going to have a little adjust to the prop here, so don't be alarmed.
November 15152, radar contact. This is a shed about 20 miles to the east of Lewisburg Airport. Stay at 9,800. I understand, I have the type of aircraft. Can you give me the 4-letter identifier of the destination again, please?
Yeah, it's 4 Golf 7, Fairmont Municipal. Hot Springs.
November 15152, roger. Lewisburg altimeter is 3018. Just maintain VFR and let us know of any altitude or route changes.
All right, 3018. We'll get down here to 95 for the rest of the way if we can.
Sounds good.
There's Hot Springs. That is so cool. It is right on top of the mountain up here. I'm going to put it off your window. Oh man, the lake over here is freaking awesome too. Holy cow. I'll have that one off the left wing cam.
November 2702, Sierra, contact the Clarksburg approach, 121.15, 2115.
2115, have a good day, 02 Sierra.
001 degrees, northbound basically. Are now on course. Alright, this is great. Everything's set up now. We're cruise. We've got airplane trimmed out for level flight at 9,500 feet. Got above some scattered layer. We definitely do have a headwind though. We're showing 105 knots through the air, but only 94 knots over the ground, so about a 10 knot headwind. The other nice thing about this course is that it keeps us just
November 72 Juliet, just going to maintain 13,000
to the west of
and
the military operations
run
area.
3015.
We may be able to see Green Bank.
72 Juliet, Juliet down to 13,000, altimeter 3015.
Center for Cherokee 152. We're going to start a real easy climb here for some cloud clearance.
Number 15152, roger, thank you. Just let us know of any other altitude route changes, appreciate it.
We'll let you know for 152, thanks. Alright. Here's our new power setting, our new cruise. The left rudder trim. The military operations area is also indicated on the 530 here for one more place to, to keep an eye on it. Alright, we're settled in here. 11,500 feet. We're going to go ahead and change fuel tanks now at 24.4 gallons. We burned 11 gallons out of the right main, so we turn the fuel pump on. Watch the fuel pressure. The left main, it's in the detent. Watch for any weird indications from the fuel pressure gauge or the engine. Looks and sounds good to me. Fuel pump off. Good fuel pressure. Gonna keep my knee on the yoke because with 11 less gallons in the right than the left, it wants to just constantly bank left.
Just a little bit of heat. I don't want it to be hot.
Yeah, sure.
November 15152, contact the Clarksburg approach, 121.15, 2115.
2115 for Cherokee 15152, so long.
Yeah.
Clarksburg approach, Cherokee 15152, 11,600.
Cherokee 15152, Clarksburg approach, course altimeter 3011.
11. So you can actually control it. The top line here should bring in a little bit of heat. Not actually sure where it physically comes from, but if you start to get warm, just slide that back over to the off position. Do not worry about the smell. The heat has a little bit of a smell to it. And also I closed our vents, so that might have also maybe helped to alleviate a lot of heat. You can adjust as needed. It's only like the second time I've got to really take a flight. Actually, the last one that was over clouds like this was also a Lewisburg trip when I was solo as a student. Never get to fly with clouds. I love it. So pretty.
Cherokee 152, you're going to start your VFR descent in Fairmont.
For 152, I think we're going to go a little further for some bigger gaps in clouds. We also have Bravo there at Clarksburg. We'll let you know.
Cherokee 152, ready.
So after consulting ADSB weather on ForeFlight and confirming that sky conditions closer to home would allow us to descend VFR into Fairmont, we continued along our route and enjoyed the beautiful West Virginia scenery through the sunshine and amazing white clouds.
You share how you're looking at your dials and knowing which adjustments to make.
On these longer flights like this, in a Piper specifically where you've got multiple fuel tanks, fuel management is one of the things that I had to learn that was different, like paying attention. We have a fuel totalizer. No one can see this on the camera, but we have a JPI fuel totalizer over here that shows us how much of fuel we're burning and also how much we've burned. So I knew that this flight was going to take roughly 22 gallons of fuel, so I burned 11 off the first tank and then switched. So I'm watching that. Part of my scan is always to watch the engine instruments, oil pressure, temperature, alternator, and then fuel pressure gauges to make sure that those are all reading what they should. And then we have a really nice JPI engine monitor over here that is what I use to lean. We've shown leaning on this channel before, but it also is constantly cycling through a bunch of other parameters down here. Cylinder head temperature, exhaust gas temperature for all 6 cylinders, oil temperature, outside air temperature, everything we might need to know. And so I'm just kind of monitoring
that stuff as well. And then one problem we have in this plane, and I'm going to have to address it, and we didn't want to because it's going to cost money, but we just replaced the vacuum pump for this directional gyro instrument, and I keep looking. Like, we're actually flying a heading of approximately a magnetic heading of like 015. Well, this thing's already precessed again. Like, it should be clear over here. It's not appropriately holding heading. So I've been tweaking that as we've gone too. Right now, my main concern, figuring out how to best handle this descent. But I think I'm going to start descending, get closer to the clouds, and then maybe make a decision what gap to shoot. I mean, probably shoot the gap over there, but I also would like to get a little bit further this way because the terrain is like 1,000 or 1,500 feet lower. You know, we get away from Elkins closer to the interstate, so we'll have more room below them, you know, when we get down. I do think they're breaking up past this little bit right here, so we may just wait. Even if we started a descent right now straight in, we'd still only have to descend at 450 feet per minute. We've got time to stay up here, but we could start a nice shallow one now. I just don't want to lose visibility to see where our holes are. I'm going to tell him I think we'll probably be approach for 152. We're going to start a pretty shallow descent here and kind of zigzag a little bit to get where we need to.
Cherokee 152, roger, maintain VFR.
VFR 152. I'm kind of looking at these gaps over here, you know, thinking maybe we can shoot through some of these gaps. Just doing some S-turns so we can, you know, lose altitude without getting closer to that gap that we want to shoot. Now right off our nose is the city of Buchanan. I-79 running right through there. This is just a judgment game here. I mean, you know, we're just trying to visually see what we need to do. I'm going to pull just a little bit of power. Really smooth today.
Don't jinx us.
Exactly. How are we looking over here? Well, this is kind of fun flying, isn't it? My plan is to shoot this little gap at this descent rate and then get below the little ones ahead of them, okay? We'll go ahead and descend to like 5,500 and we'll make that our cruise. We'll level off there for a minute. We don't need to descend much beyond that. The only VFR requirement for below clouds is 500 feet. So I've also been enriching the mixture, if anybody's been catching that, because we have descended, you know, 6,000 feet that quick. And then we'll have to adjust our power setting again. We'll readjust this, just get our direct on course heading again to Fairmont. A little bit to the left. We'll make, let's see here, let's go procedure, traffic pattern will be runway 23, 45 for left downwind, add to route, close. All right, great. Fairmont traffic, Cherokee 15152, 13 miles south of 5,000. Going to enter our left downwind for runway 23, Fairmont traffic.
Cherokee 152, Fairmont Airport, your total clock in 10 miles.
I got the field in sight for 152.
Cherokee 152, radio service terminated, squawk VFR, change advisory frequency approved. Have a good day.
All right, squawk VFR and over to advisory for 152. Appreciate you. Pulling back the power, slowing down. Nice, easy descent.
Fairmont traffic, Cherokee 15152 is now 5 miles south, descending out of 3000 for a left downwind, runway 23, Fairmont.
Good to hear you're back in the area, Chris.
Hey Kevin, good to hear you, buddy. Go ahead and enrich in this mixture. Fuel pump's coming on. All right, gas, undercarriage, mixture's rich. Fuel pump, we got prop to go. Seatbelt securely fastened. Switches are set, fuel pump is on, all of our lights are on. We're at pattern altitude, let's bring in a little power, level off. Stop that descent. Runway looks clear. All right, we are abeam. Let's go ahead and get set up. Pull back a little power. We're inside the white arc. I want to do this at like 105.
500.
Fairmont traffic, Cherokee 152 is turning left base, runway 23, Fairmont. You're good. We are perfectly fine. Final looks clear. Second notch of flaps. Get slowing. Be at like 100. Wow. Fairmont Cherokee 152 is turning final now. 423 Fairmont.
What a fun trip home. The clouds were fantastic, a challenging bumpy approach, and I'm very happy with the landing.
I could not be happier with that on that rough approach.
Hope you all enjoyed coming along with us. Please take a second to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell to be notified when we publish future videos. Thanks again for watching.